Who should you trust? This is commentary from James Brown. Colin Cowherd, the sports talk TV and radio star turned entrepreneur and owner of the podcasting network The Volume, posted a fascinating appeal to his listeners. Take it easy on Draymond Green.
But I know Draymond. He's a terrific employee. He's a hard worker. He's an excellent podcaster. He's thoughtful and very, very reflective. I've never thought he mails it in. He's been a good teammate. Doesn't have to get along with everybody. Kobe didn't get along with everybody. Michael Jordan didn't get along with everybody.
And Cowherd is right. Over the decades, we've seen worse than Green in sports in the NBA.
My feeling is when you have perspective and you've watched Laimbeer and you've watched Dennis Rodman and you see Draymond, and Laimbeer and Draymond are more talented, better offensive players, obviously, than Dennis Rodman, but it's just perspective. He's not, let's take a deep breath here. He's not selling drugs to kids. He's not a shady politician. He's not selling weapons to inappropriate people. It's a sports suspension based on a very physical player.
Much like those athletes, Green's temperamental nature was intertwined with winning. The future Basketball Hall of Famer was a key component of one of the greatest dynasties in NBA history. His Golden State Warriors won 4 titles, appeared in 6 NBA titles, and won more games in a single season than any other team in history, all in a 10-year span. Green is an atypical, bombastic, demonstrative, fire-breathing physical player known for doing all the little things, the dirty work. The team needed this to allow its style to succeed. In many ways, he was the team's heartbeat. Today, as I record this, he's also a big reason why they're in 11th place. As his physical talents have declined, he's escalated one of his worst habits, lashing out during games. Last year, he punched a teammate, and this year, he repeatedly got himself thrown out of games for his conduct. And just a few days ago, he was suspended indefinitely for hitting an opponent in the head. But what makes Cowherd's comments on Green fascinating is his business relationship with him. Green's podcast is produced by, empowered by, enabled by Colin Cowherd's network. A year and a half ago, he described his work as new media.
When I speak of the new media, and everybody's like, oh, but no one wants to just hear you talk X's and O's. It's not just X's and O's, but it's a way you go about your business. It's a mindset.
No doubt what Green is doing is new. He has been on the vanguard of a new phenomenon in the sports media world. Active players covering their own leagues on podcasts and major networks. Green also has a deal with NBA partner TNT. In recent years, we've seen a growing sect of active athletes in this space. Green's recently retired teammate Andre Iguodala, Travis Kelce, and his brother Jason in the NFL, to name a few. LeBron James, of course, was involved with this as well. He has a different but similarly influential relationship with ESPN. His production company, Uninterrupted, produced series for the network. These relationships beg the question: if the media and those they cover are financially entangled, how can we believe what they say about them? The truth is, we shouldn't. This is the latest byproduct of the weird world of media, or new media. New media allows any dedicated person to seize the means of production, even myself. New media allows those who are covered by traditional media to set the terms. It's a new media landscape where the lines on the road are as clear as a Western New York snowstorm. These new truths are another reason why I am wary of media literacy. These programs tend to teach us when, who, and what, and how we should trust the media. They take a static approach to a living, breathing, evolving organism full of flaws, driven by people making constant conscious choices based on incentives. When I consume media, I think about the person who made it. And I ask myself 2 questions. Who are they? And what do they want? In this case, it's in Cowherd's best interest to protect his company's investment in Green, because Cowherd sees himself as an entertainer who thinks he's a mogul in the making. What do you think? Leave me a message in the comments at jamesbrowntv.substack.com or email me at jamesbrowntv@gmail.com. You can also leave me a voicemail at 585-484-0339. On that note, I'm James Brown, and as always, be well.